This happened when I was 16. I went to the grocery store to get some foodstuffs and other cooking items. It was a Saturday evening. My dad usually takes me to the grocery store, but he went to the nearby village for some business meetings, so I had no choice than to go alone. The grocery store was about 20 minutes on foot. I got to the grocery store and I got the necessary food items as I set to go back home. It is getting a bit darker. As I was coming out, a regular-looking guy approached me and asked if I lived around. I was nervous because the question sounds a bit disturbing. A total stranger asking if I lived around was quite disturbing. I said no as I walked away, trying not to look back. I could sense him staring at me as I walked. This time I was so scared and very uncomfortable, as I hurried back home. About 15 minutes later, I heard, "Hey, you know you can't run from me, right?" Hearing this made me felt instantly sick in my stomach. I turned back and saw the same guy from the grocery store. I froze for about 20 seconds and was motionless. I was freaking out right now. I knew that I couldn't outrun him, so I was scared and confused. I asked, "What do you want from me?" He didn't reply as he stared directly to my eyes. I could feel my skin crawling and my body getting cold. "I am calling the cops," I said with a fearful tone. He laughed this time. He was about 6 feet tall, standing few meters away. He started approaching me, so I had no choice than to run. I knew that I couldn't outrun him, but I had to try. I threw all the food items that I had bought from the grocery store and ran as fast as I could, screaming help to the top of my voice as loud as I can. He was about getting grip of me. Suddenly my dad's car showed up. I saw my dad with one of his friends. He stopped and asked why I was running and screaming so hard. I told him that a regular guy followed me from the grocery store and started chasing me. I looked back and the regular guy was gone. I entered my dad's car. We tried searching the neighborhood, but we didn't see the guy. Probably he doesn't even live in that community. My dad told me that when he got home and he didn't see me, he had to start coming to the grocery store, and I thanked God he did. I couldn't have imagined what that guy would have done to me. My dad told me never to go outside the neighborhood alone because they are evil stalkers around looking for innocent people to make their victims. We got to where I had threw away the food items earlier. They were still intact, so we took them home. Thank God my dad showed up on time. It could have been a different story.